Now, I know this question, but I think some people on our forum might, but you might not. What started you playing guitar, David? I want to know what got you rocking out.
What started me off playing guitar? How did I get my start playing guitar? Well, I guess the first time I ever picked up a guitar was in the 6th grade. In my elementary school, we had a pretty good music program. And we had a couple of music teachers, and there was instruments if you wanted to play, you know, whatever, clarinet, trombone, there was instruments around. And they didn't have a lot of guitars, though. Guitar wasn't a real popular instrument, and it still isn't as much in the schools. You know, it's mostly band instruments, right? But they had a couple of acoustic guitars, and they had this program in my school where if you did well and got recommended by your teacher, you got to play guitar. So I got this acoustic guitar, and they let me take it home, and that really started fooling around with it and in the 6th grade, and that really kind of got me started. And then I really started getting serious though a little bit older. And then when I saw a video of early when they're just starting off Van Halen, you know, and I was still pretty young, and they were clowning around backstage and running around and shooting everybody with beer and water, and Eddie was ripping on the guitar and warming up, and it was just this chaotic kind of hedonistic type of atmosphere backstage at their shows, and they were chronicalizing it in this video, which I don't remember what video it was. At the time, it wasn't even a video. I saw it on television. And I was looking at Eddie playing, and I was like, man, would I love to take playing guitar to that level? Would I love to do that? That is something that really appeals to me. And his playing, and he really made a huge impact on me. And nothing else, it just looked like those guys were having so much fun. And it was just so hedonistic. And I was like, wow, I'd really love to do that. I'd really love to play guitar. So started in the 6th grade on the acoustic, went from there, and it really took a turn hardcore. And then I started getting crazy, like just locking myself in my room for 6-8 hours a day and playing. You know, it was probably a little too over the top, but hey, that's how it worked out. So that's how I got my start. If you could change one thing about your guitar playing, what would you do? What would you like to do that you can't do, or what would you like to change about your playing or technique?
Just more finger speed and lick speed, but I haven't really focused on that because I kind of have to pick a path of what you want to do. I wish I could do the rhythm and break into some cool licks and solos, but I just have to budget. It's like everyone has to budget their time and how much you're going to spend on it. So I would wish I could do the lead guitar playing, mix in with my acoustic playing, but maybe eventually.
All right, here's a question to Tim Gilberg. Without thinking too much.
Ooh, that's hard for me.
Ginger or Marianne?
Ginger. She was more of a sex pod, so I'll have to go with Ginger.
Going with Ginger. All right.
If David Taub was stranded on a deserted island, what 3 DVDs would you have to have? If you had, of course,
a DVD player and a screen, a DVD screen.
Okay, you know.
Is there electric power on this island?
And you can't think right now. Name 3. Don't analyze it.
Pulp Fiction. Love Samuel Jackson in that movie. The movie Singles. I really liked that because of the music and just I really like the
Seattle grunge.
The whole Seattle scene, yeah. And
one more.
And
I'm thinking.
I love so many movies.
Pick one.
The Godfather or Part 1 or Goodfellas.
There you go.
If you were a condemned man, what would be your last meal?
Condemned man. Okay. I would have to say Australian rock lobster tail, flown in fresh from Australia.
Nice, with butter or some type of...
Well, you know, the whole thing.
And what else? You know, just that's it? What about a side dish or something?
Well, you know, everything with it. That'd be the main
trimmings?
course. Lay out the whole spread. But bottom line, that'd be the main course. What was your most memorable show ever, your live show? One show that blew your mind. Your first show, anything you just bring to mind. There's no right or wrong answer. Just what sticks in your mind.
One show that was just really cool because of the location was my band got hired to play in front of the USS Abraham Lincoln. That's an aircraft carrier, and on the military base in Coronado, and that was pretty cool. There was like 2,000 military there, and we played like right in front of the aircraft carrier. And I don't know if anybody's ever seen an aircraft carrier up close. You usually see pictures of them. I hadn't until I went there. It's like a freaking city. I'm serious. The hugeness of this ship, this aircraft carrier, it was astounding. And you could see and how many planes they fit on this thing. It's unbelievable. I think it was like 3 football fields long. And this thing floats. How is that possible? They just shoot things off it. But anyway, so my band got to play in front of that with this humongous aircraft carrier on this huge stage with all the lights from the aircraft carrier and all the military men and women. So that was kind of cool because of the locale and whatnot. Outside shows are always fun. I've played quite a few outdoor shows, and that one comes to mind. I've played, for me, playing live on stage is one of my favorite things to do, period. It's like, it doesn't get much better than that for me, Then, spending time with friends and family and the people I care about, absolutely too. That's up there with that. But,
playing live rocks.
Playing live on stage in front of a kicking crowd and just playing with just cranking out the loud music. Doesn't get much better than that. So many shows. I have a great time no matter what. If I'm playing in front of people, it's the best for me. So, it's hard for me to characterize, specific shows because they're all so awesome. And
you picked one.
To me, I can't imagine myself not playing music with a band in front of people with a guitar through a loud amp. I can't imagine not doing that, It might sound kind of weird, but I just can't imagine not playing it loud. It's kind of like a quote I heard Bruce Springsteen say, and I read that, and it just kind of always stuck with me. He kind of said something along those lines, and it's like, when you're a musician and you're doing it a lot, I just can't imagine not having that in my life or not doing that, and I'm really blessed because of it.
Now, this is not a trick question. One thing you could change about Tim Gilbert right now.
The one thing I could change about Tim Gilberg, would be
no analyzation.
He kind of eats a little fast. Slow him down with his eating habits. Not good for the digestion. We always go out to eat. He's done before I even had my appetizer. If we go out to eat, at business lunch. The man eats too fast. He actually does everything too fast. He's in a rush.
There you go.
We gotta slow that man down.
There you go. That's what we were looking for.
You need to take, what would you take? A Valium for that?
I don't know.
Or a Xanax or something? Slow that guy down. He's like a blur. If you could change one thing about David Taub, what would you change?
If he could just hurry up. He's too damn slow. We have the exact opposite personalities. No, he does great. It's just I'm go, and he's methodical and gets so it's black and white, apples and oranges, Tang and Sprite.
Tang?
Or whatever.
Nice. If I sound like a dork, just edit it.